Hello there, Scott again with PassMasters with another question of the day. Another question of the day. Help you guys prepare to pass your real estate licensing exam on your first attempt. Let's take a look at this question, see if you know the answer. Jim lets Bob park his boat on his property, but is concerned that if Bob sells his property, the new owner will want to do the same thing. Jim should give Bob what? Well, he could give him an easement, right? Let's take a look at the answers. He could give him an easement. So if he gave him an easement, which would be an appurtenant easement, which would run with the land. Let's see, concerned if Bob sells his property, new owner will want to do the same thing. And if that's the case, if Jim gave Bob an easement appurtenant, it would run with the land. Remember, it's attached to the land. So if Bob sold his land, then the new owner would be able to park the boat there. So he's not going to want to give him an easement. A license. Oh, okay. So a license is a great alternative to an easement, and here's why. A license essentially does the same thing. You're giving someone the right, the non-exclusive right to use your property for a particular reason, such as parking their boat there. But a license is not permanent. In fact, the person who is issuing the license or the licensor can revoke the license from the licensee at any time. So that would be a great one. Also, they terminate when the property is sold. So that's our best answer so far. Let's take a look at some other ones. Encroachments. What's an encroachment? Offsides. Remember football? Anytime there's that line of scrimmage and anytime the offense or defense crosses that before the ball's hiked, that's offsides, that's encroachment. We'll think of that line of scrimmage as a property line. And anytime a neighbor has something that encroaches or goes over that property line, whether it's under the ground, at the ground level, or above ground, it's referred to as encroachment. So that has nothing to do with this. Take a look at the last answer, lease. No, that's not going to be a situation where he's going to give him a lease to park his boat there. So we think the correct answer here is license. And it is. Yes, another one right. So let's take a look at the explanation. A license, also known as a temporary license, is granted by a property owner to another individual as permission or authority to do a particular act on their land. They are non-exclusive in nature and may be revoked at any time. If the property that the licensee has permission to use is sold, the license is automatically terminated since it is not a real property interest. So that's the big difference there between what we talked about with the easements and the license. You'll probably see a test question on your exam going over just those things. And I know how different these things are, how hard and difficult it is for your brain to wrap itself around these things, because you think of a license, as we talked about, this is the use for real estate. And generally think of a license as, you're working to get your real estate license, right? But just remember that this is the way that the term will work for your test, so that if you have any questions, you can get them right and get your pass. Thanks for watching our video. Subscribe, visit our site, keep studying, keep up the hard work. You can do it. You can get that pass. You can be a pass master and get licensed. Good luck.